సార్ ఒక 2 minutes సార్ టైం
పీపీటీ కనిపిస్తుందా?
స్క్రీన్ అవ్వట్లేదు, చూద్దాం సార్. అవుతుంది సార్.
హలో హలో, నా స్క్రీన్ కనిపిస్తుందా? వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుందా? ఓకే రైట్, షల్ వి స్టార్ట్? నేనేం కనిపించాల్సింది కదా బాబురాజు?
సార్ మీరు మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి సార్.
మ్యూట్ చేసుకోవాలా? లేదు, నేను సైలెంట్గా ఉంటాను, నా పక్కన లేదు. ఓకే, మళ్ళీ మ్యూట్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ సార్
అయింది. సిస్టమ్ ఐడియా లేదు, బాబు వీడియో కాల్ చేసి మాట్లాడితే
అది ఇందాక కనిపించలేదు.
అదే కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాం.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
చేసుకోండి, వెనకాల వస్తాం, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఎవరు రావడం డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఉండదు.
అలాగే
డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఏమంటే మీరు అలాగైనా వర్క్ చేసుకోండి.
హలో బాబిరాజు, హలో వినిపిస్తుందా?
So, very good morning all. We welcome you for this day 5 session of FDP Rajni Kumar from Recover Hospital. So, I request our senior professor Mohan sir to welcome the.
Dear staff, I feel very happy. Today we are running the journey from alumni from SUCP at hospital. So I'm very happy that we'll be addressing in this FDP. We'll explain about the recent trends, about innovations in the area of the hospitals. So all the staff and students, you can take the advantage of this FDP. If you have any doubts in the area of the hospital, thank you and all the best.
Thank you, Mohan sir, for welcoming the audience today. So now I request our fellow teacher, Dr. K.V. Raju sir, to introduce today's speaker, Rajni Kumar, to the audience. Over to you, K.V.
Medical hospital, Star Hospitals, and now presently working as Apollo Hospital. So we are very delighted to welcome Mr. Rajni Kumar, and he is deeply passionate for patient health and quality of his health, and welcoming him to start his session.
Thank you, KVR sir. Now the session is over to you, Annie sir. Can just try sharing your screen, sir. Over to you, Annie sir. Can you just share your screen, sir?
Babiraju sir,
Yes, sir.
shall we start?
Yes, sir. You can start, sir. You can start. Session is over to you.
Okay, thank you. So thanks to Babiraju, and I'm delighted to have the opportunity to be as a speaker for this faculty development program or student development program on the last day. Thanks to the principal sir, Dr. K. Natrasar, Babiraju, and others whose name I really don't know. And thanks for all arranging this event. And as today's topic, we all is my voice audible?
Sir,
Babiraju,
your
is my
voice is
voice
audible,
audible?
sir. Could you please share your screen, sir?
Sure, just a moment. Okay, is it visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay, shall we take it forward?
Yes, you can take it forward.
Yeah. So, good morning to one and all. Today's topic is all about recent trends in medical technology, innovation, and pharmaceuticals. As me working in the healthcare industry, most especially I'm more concerned towards the patient care, working in a hospital, medical hospitals, as assistant manager in the department of clinical pharmacology or clinical pharmacy, we say. And because the topic name itself says that it is all about medical technology, I chose AI, artificial intelligence, and the medical technology in healthcare. We know that healthcare is extremely important to the mankind present on the earth. And with the launch or with the introduction of artificial intelligence, that is one of the latest advancement in medical technology, the human life have become much better. When it comes to diagnosing the disease or treating the patient, all these things, right from diagnosing the patient to treating the patient AI is being a very helpful tool in healthcare to all the medical professionals. In fact, what I can say is it is reducing the work burdens of the physicians, it is reducing the work burden of the nurses, it is reducing the work burden of even clinical pharmacists and pharmacists also. Now, when it comes to the use of AI in clinical pharmacology department, is how it is being helpful is it is letting the clinical pharmacists know what could be the rational therapy to the patient, what dose could be the appropriate dose, and what could be the suspected or predicted adverse effects of the drugs prescribed to the patient. So, all these are known to the clinical pharmacist with the artificial intelligence in advance itself. So, it is like the artificial intelligence in healthcare is reducing the work burden of all the healthcare professionals, I can say. So, I can just simplifying the work of healthcare professionals. It's nothing but it is making our lives less difficult and more comfortable. Now, basically, we all have to understand that artificial intelligence is revolutionizing medicine. Revolution in the sense it is one of the booming sector or a booming kind of burning area, or it's a very what to say, uh, a kind of hotspot kind of thing. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing medicine, but how it is revolutionizing, how it is making a change in the life, change in the healthcare. With the introduction, how healthcare, with the introduction of AI, how healthcare is being improved. With the introduction of AI, how healthcare professionals' life is becoming more easy or less difficult is what we can say. We can see here. So the first slide, the first slide that we are going to discuss now is how artificial intelligence is making a difference in the patient care. Say for an example, we take a country called Japan. The total population of the Japan is even less than Andhra Pradesh. But when it comes to the economy, when it comes to its place in the economy in the world, it is third place. Japan is the smallest country, is one of the smallest country, but it is having economy third place in the economy in the world. So with the scientists in the what to say, Japan has developed an app called UBIE app. It is a symptom checker app. That is what it is. It is a symptom checker app. So once the patient, suppose you are worried about your symptoms and you don't have an immediate access to go to the doctor. So now what happens is you can download this symptom checker app. You can download the symptom checker app, and you can type your symptoms. Either if you have fever, if you have headache, if you have body pains, you can type down the symptoms in the symptom checker app. And these, once you press OK, once you press confirm, these symptoms will directly hit the app present in the doctor's mobile itself. So once these symptoms that you have entered in this app and you have confirmed and select a button called confirm, then it will hit the, then these symptoms will hit the app present in the doctor's phone or the doctor's system. Now the doctor is going to give suggestions. Now it is not only that it tells you it the once you enter the symptoms, the symptom checker app will tell you what could be the predictable diagnosis. It's not a confirm and final diagnosis. What could be the predictable diagnosis based upon your complaints, to which specialty you have to go. Either you have to go to a general medicine or you have to go cardiologist. To which specialty you can go is also this AI will tell you. So you see, you can see here, based on the symptoms and vitals, based on the symptoms and vitals entered in the by the person. So it will tell you the preliminary diagnosis. It's not only the preliminary diagnosis. The beauty of this app, the wonderful nature of the symptom checker app, which is powered, which is programmed with artificial intelligence and machine learning. It will also suggest to what specialist you have to go. Say for an example, you are having a chest pain. It will tell you that it will tell you it will send you a message to your phone, that in the app, that you are recommended to meet a cardiologist. Suppose you are having a headache or a migraine pain, a layman or a non-medical professional doesn't know to whom he or she has to meet. Then based upon your symptoms, it will give a sentence, it will give a message to your phone in the symptom checker app that you have to meet a neurophysician. So it is to that level the AI is now developed. Okay, so this is really helpful for the patients who comes from a non-medical background and who really doesn't know to which specialist they have to meet based on the symptoms. Say for an example, me as a non-medical professional, I'm having a severe back pain or severe spinal pain or lumbar pain, and I don't know to which doctor I have to go. Then based on the, you type the symptoms that we are having a back spine pain which is radiating, then the symptom checker app, which is developed by the AI and machine learning, will give a message that you have to meet a Kumar, you have to meet a neurophysician or a neurosurgeon. So to that level, now the AI has been a part in the healthcare. Now, uh, just a minute. AI technology in healthcare. I've kept a small video that will tell you to what extent AI has been an integral part of the healthcare. Probably there's some technical glitch here. So I mean, in the later slide, I'll be playing. Okay, fine. That's enough.
अरे सुन कैसे लिखा यहाँ पे नहीं लेते ना क्या गरीब था कम दे लो कम दे लो
Okay, so I'll be playing the video in the next slides. The next concept is all about in the process of diagnosis. Okay, regret for the inconvenience caused. I'll play the video in the next slides. In the process of diagnosis, now AI technology is also helpful in the diagnosis. When it comes to the calculating the death rate, when you look at the statistics that which disease or which condition is causing more patients to die is the third one, we call it as stroke, the brain stroke. The AI system, artificial intelligence system, is initially trained with inserting lot of images in MRI and CT.
Kumar sir, no problem. You can proceed, sir. No problem.
Okay, okay, just a minute. Hello. Okay, sir. Sure, sir. Sure. Yeah, yeah. So when it comes to the process of diagnosing the diseases like potential disease called stroke, potential disease stroke, AI is very helpful in diagnosing the diseases, because when it comes to stroke, it is brain is time is brain in stroke. So we all have to be very careful in this situations. So here what happens is when a stroke patient, and in the case of stroke we have that golden hour, that 4 hours time, we call it as golden hour. The patient must be brought to the hospital before that 4 hours. Before that 4 hours, why we call that 4 hours as golden hour, in the sense, because if we bring the patient to the hospital after 4 hours, the block present in the brain's blood vessel will the block or the clot present in the brain's blood vessel will stop the flow of blood to different areas of the brain. So here we have to bring the patient even before the patient gets paralyzed. I mean, loss of what to say, one side paralysis, weakness in the mouth, weakness in the talking, and shaky hands and legs. All these are potential symptoms of stroke. So we have to bring the patient before 4 hours. Once the patient is brought before 4 hours, the patient is sent for a CT rather than an MRI, because MRI we just only get 180 degrees, and the CT will get 360 degrees view. All the 360 degrees view, the brain is viewed, the parts inside the brain is viewed from all the angles in the computer tomography scan. So the patient will be referred to a CT scan by a neurophysician or emergency doctor present in the emergency department at that point of time. Once the scan is brought, the scan is being installed into the AI system. AI system. Once the scan is brought, what happens is the scan is being installed into the AI system. Once the scan is installed, once the scan or a CT, the AI, with the help of deep machine learning and different algorithms which are kept in it, it gives a report, it gives a probable diagnosis within no time, within 1 or 2 time. It will tell you whether it is hemorrhagic stroke or whether which area of the brain is being involved, whether it is cortex, whether it is medulla region, which blood vessel of the brain is being occluded with a clot, which area of the blood vessel got hemorrhage. All these kinds of probable diagnosis will be given within no time. This probable diagnosis or approximate diagnosis will help the physician to come to a final conclusion and start the treatment at the earliest or as soon as possible, because in this stroke we should give treatment at the earliest as soon as possible. If we delay the treatment in the stroke, the patient may land up in paralysis with the long term, with the lifetime disability. Lifetime, the patient won't move his legs and won't move his what to say hands, and he may not talk properly. So here the AI or the artificial intelligence is rapidly helping the neurophysicians in diagnosing the diseases. Diagnose diseases. This is what I all I can say. Now you might have got a doubt that how AI will diagnose very immediately after exposing this CT scan to that system. Now the AI system will be installed with thousands, hundreds, and lakhs of CT or MRI films previously itself into its neural scheme. We all have neurons inside the brain, right? We store our brain stores the information inside the neurons. Similarly, what happens is to the AI system also there will be a neuronal network. To the AI system also, in the AI system also, there will be a neuronal network which is present in the form of algorithms in the sense flowcharts and algorithms. All the hundreds, thousands and lakhs of CT films, previously patient CT films will be installed into the AI system. And now if you scan this new scan and put it into the AI system, it based on the previous images, based on the previous information that is inserted into the AI, it will immediately give a diagnosis within no time. Once the diagnosis is there, the doctor confirms that, comes to a final diagnosis based on the what we say probable diagnosis that is given by AI, then immediately you can start the treatment. This way, AI is helping the doctors in making a accurate and precise diagnosis and start the treatment at the earliest. Then we can keep the patient away from the disability of lifetime. So that is how AI will be helpful in the case of stroke. Next, that is one benefit with the help of AI. The next thing is clinical trial imaging. So we might be understood. Being a pharma fraternity, we know that for a drug to be discovered and coming into the market, it takes a lot many years. But with the use of AI, from years the trail period, the drug discovery has come to months also. Say, for an example, from phase 0 to phase 4, clinical trials are being conducted. Conducted on the investigational drugs or test drugs, all we say. So here in the phase 1 or phase 2, we just give the investigational drugs or the drugs which we are known to them, which we are not known to the mankind. We just test on the human subjects to know the dosages, to know the safety, to know the efficacy. In phase 1 or phase 2 trials, we do it. Once you give the test drug, because the pharmacological information is completely unknown to the investigator, once you give a test drug to the patient, there will be a lot of anatomical and physical changes in the human body, because we have given a drug which is completely unknown to us. So the anatomical changes and the physiological changes that happens in the human body after giving the investigation drugs can be quickly imaged can be quickly imaged with the help of artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence can help the investigator by or pictures what anatomical and physiological changes are happening in trial 1 and trial 2 after giving the investigational drugs. So with this anatomical and physiological changes are being recorded very quickly with the help of AI, so that the investigator will come to know what's really happening inside the human body. Not just by collecting the blood sample, he can easily understand by the images that were taken by the artificial intelligence, so that he can go to the next trial. He can decide whether he can go to the phase 3 or phase 4 trial or not. So that is how critical trail imaging happens. Sorry, clinical trail imaging happens. Next, AI in detecting the vein precisely. So the AI helps in. Now you might be knowing that once a patient comes to a hospital, the first and foremost thing the doctor's orders is to check the vitals, followed by checking. The nurse will start checking the vitals, followed by checking the vitals. The doctor will definitely order a blood work. The blood work we call it as blood test. So here we might be saying that so many of the doctors and pharmacists or clinical pharmacists or nurses have come out of the COVID batch. During COVID batch, no one is being highly skilled. No one is being trained properly during COVID, because the whole world has come to a still stand. So this is the problem. Even even the experienced nurses or the fresher nurses face a lot of difficulty, catch the patient's hand, tie the knot, and they'll be taking a lot of time to trace out the veins to take the blood, to draw the blood from the on the humans. So they take a lot of time to trace the veins on the hand to take the blood. Sometimes there will be a shaky hands. The patient will feel a lot of pain, and the nurses are going to insert at one place where there is no vein, and they realize that the blood is not coming. They take the cannula out and insert in the other place. So a lot of times pricking is being done to the patient. So this really makes the patient being worried. This really makes the patient feel a lot of stress. So here what happens is, to avoid all these handshakings, to avoid all these irritations and frustrations felt by the patient because of the inefficient training in the nursing sector, or nursing sector or medical lab technology, we use AI. We have detectors called vein detectors. The vein detector you can see in the slide. Can you all see my slide? I think you are able to see my slide. So the vein we are using vein detectors.
Yes, sir.
The vein detectors are kept on the hand. Once the vein detector is kept on the hand, you can see it is highlighting where the veins are there, where the long veins are there, where the branched veins are there, where the small capillaries are there, where the veins are there. It is being highlighting. Once this vein detector is highlighting that, the nurse, any unskilled nurse or a fresher nurse, can easily draw the blood from the patient without the problem of over pricking, without the problem of double pricking and triple pricking. Here, inside the vein detector, the AI is being installed, artificial intelligence and machine learning technology is installed into the vein detector. It is being trained, it is being installed with a lot of images of veins inside into that vein detector, so that it can easily detect the veins. So with this AI introducing into the vein detector, the work of nurses is being made super easy. The work of a medical lab technology, the phlebotomist work is being made super easy. The life has become less difficult for them. The time is also saved. The patient doesn't feel frustrated or irritated with lot many pricks from the unskilled nurse. So this is how AI is again helping us. Just a minute. What's the problem? When I prepared it, it opened. I don't know what happened now. So this is already told. Brain is time, and time is brain in conditions of stroke. Now, you might be very delighted and you might be surprised like how AI is able to diagnose based on one simple film or based on one scan. As I already told you that a lot of CT scans and a lot of previous MRI scans will be installed into this AI in the form of algorithms, in the form of deep machine learning. Then the AI recognizes all those previous images and compares the new image that is inserted into the AI, the new image, the new scan that is taken in the emergency room of the patient will be inserted in the AI. The AI will compare this new scan with all the old films that are present inside it, and then it comes to a diagnosis conclusion. So, with the conclusion, the doctor comes to the final diagnosis and he starts the immediate treatment. This is how AI is speeding up the diagnosis. One is speeding up the diagnosis, one is reducing the work burden and reducing the stress levels of the physicians, and immediately we can start the treatment as I've already said. Now, when it comes to the pharmacy practice, artificial intelligence also recommends drug therapies. Now, you'll be having a small app that is called AI. You can see IBM. IBM Watson company has developed an app for the oncology patients. This app that is developed for the oncology patients is AI driven tool. In this app, artificial intelligence is being installed. Now, usually what happens is once we types the medical history, once the doctor and nurse types the medical history into it, what will happen is medical history, patient reports, and patient data. When all these patient reports and patient data, patient medical history is typed into this particular oncology AI driven tool, immediately it will give you the most effective therapies for that particular cancer. Say, for an example, bladder cancer, for an example, Hodgkin's lymphoma or a small lung cancer. The patient has come with this diagnosis. If you give input to it, if you give the lab reports to it, if you give the patient symptoms to it, it immediately tells you, pops up a message like these are the set of treatments that are available currently for the Hodgkin's lymphoma. These are the set of drugs that are anti-cancer drugs that are available for the treatment of small lung cancer. It will itself display on the screen. So this is really wonderful for a budding oncologist, for a budding doctors, people who are not very doctors who are not very well experienced, or doctors who are just entering into the field and entering the practice. This AI will help them and tell even what the doctors doesn't know also. So here again, I'm telling you all the information related to cancer diseases, all the information related to cancer treatment, the drugs, dosages, contraindication, everything will be pre-installed. ముందుగానే install చేసేస్తారు అందులో. So so here the AI is being programmed, the AI is being trained. It undergoes a vigorous training by being installed lot of information into it. Once you once the patient comes to the emergency department, you enter the patient's symptoms, you enter the patient's reports, the patient's data, medical history. It will compare with the previous data, and from the previous data that AI is having, it will draw conclusions and will display that this is the so and so treatment for this patient for this cancer. So this is how it will display the therapy also. May not be perfect therapy, but it will definitely display the therapies, the choice of treatment. A doctor can decide whether to suggest the patient or not. Now, you might have seen that for a doctor who is very busy in the city, for a doctor who are very, what to say, has a large OPD patients, for a doctor who has lot many patients, patient has to wait for a lot of hours together. Suppose a patient comes at morning 9 o'clock, the doctor is very busy, the patient has to wait until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Sometimes he may not get an appointment. You can see the patient is waiting on the shares, looking very disappointedly, looking very eagerly, looking very tired to have an appointment of a doctor. Now here we can reduce the patient waiting times in the hospital. How you know? You have something called electronic health records and electronic medical records. The electronic medical records is a part of hospital management tool. Every hospital will have an electronic medical record. Once the patient, so as an outpatient, once the patient enters into the hospital, the admin staff will be having a app called electronic medical records. Now, in this app, the patient's previous history, the patient's lab reports, the patient records, everything will be entered into it. So here in this app, EMR app, all the patient details, medical history, medication history, allergic reactions, previous lab reports, everything will be entered into it. Everything will be, and once all the things are, once all the patient history, medication history, present symptoms, everything is entered into the app. What is going to happen? This app, which is this app, electronic medical record app, what does it do? It will classify the severity of your disease. So here it will prioritize now whether the patient falls into level 1, the patient falls into level 2, the patient falls into level 3 or level 4 seriousness. If it is level 1, more seriousness. If it is level 2, it is serious. If it is level 3, it is less serious. If it is level 4, the patient can say come on some other day to the review. So here, once the symptoms, once the patient's lab reports, once the patient medication history, medical history is entered into that AI prepared app, AI prepared that app. What happens is it is classify your risk. If it is more, the triage is called prioritization of patients. The AI will prioritize the patient. If the patient falls in level 1, it means that patient should immediately meet the doctor. If the patient falls in level 2, the patient can meet even tomorrow also. If the patient falls in less seriousness category 3, the patient can meet in the next week also. Here, usually what happens is, so far the nurse or so far the receptionist who is present in front of the doctor's OPD chamber will classify the risk. Which case is emergency, which case is non-emergency, which case is ordinary. A human used to a human or a receptionist or a doctor's assistant, a physician assistant, or a surgeon assistant used to classify the risk category of the patient, severity of the patient, and then they used to recommend the patient. But now the AI is replacing that. The triaging or prioritizing of the patients is done by the AI itself, because of the patient's all data is being entered into the app. So if the patient's classification is level 5, it means that patients can say come on some other day or some other week. So the patient will feel happy. I'm not in a category of serious. I'm in a category of less seriousness or no seriousness. So I can come on some other day. If the patient falls on level 1 or 2, it means it will display in the patient's app also. It will display in the hospital app also. Then the hospital staff or the physician assistant will give priority to the patient and send that particular patient first to the doctor. So this prioritizing of the patient, less severity, severity, non-severity, is done by the AI powered app, just because, AI powered app, just because you entered all the patient details into that. So this way can reduce the patient waiting times in the hospital. Previously, the prioritization of more severe, less severe, non-severe is done by the people who are present in front of the doctor's chamber. That could be a physician assistant or physician assistant or a nurse. But now you entered all the details in the app that is programmed by the AI. It only classifies the patient's category, and it only patient classifies the patient category. Once the patient falls into more severity, the patient will tell the doctor's assistant. Now the doctor's assistant will send to the doctor's chamber. Once the patient is non-severe, then the physician assistant will say that, sir, you can come tomorrow, madam, you can come tomorrow, because you are in the less risk category. We have lot many patients who are in more risk category. So this is how AI is helping to reduce or cut down the waiting times in the hospital patients. Cut down the waiting times of the patients in the hospital. Next comes the artificial intelligence and personalized medicine. We have an organization called Genetica Plus. Now, you know that now if you go to a hospital or if you go to a clinic, whenever you have pain, they'll be giving a tramadol injection, or they'll be giving an Ultracet tablet, or they'll be giving a diclofenac injection. But here, so it means that so far the pharmacotherapy that is going on in India or in developing nations like India, one drug for any patients who come with the same pain, one drug for any patients who come with the vomiting. So ondansetron is given for all the patients who come with vomiting. Okay, tramadol is given for any patients who come with pain, loin pain or severe abdominal pain, something like that. But with the introduction of AI, there's a development of something called personalized medicine. It means that this particular patient's body will tolerate this medicine. This particular patient's body composition has the capacity to tolerate this medicine. So, okay, that we call as personalized medicine. Say for an example, I and another patient are there. We both are suffering with pains, but for me, diclofenac injection is given. For the other patient, tramadol injection is given. Why not a diclofenac is given to both of us, or why not a tramadol injection is given to both of us? Now the AI tells that which drug, which dose is my body is able to take, which dose or which drug my body suits, the AI is going to tell. So that is what we call as personalized medicine. Now let us see how it is being happen. This Genetica Plus organization has developed something called personalized medicine. The left side we have three graphs. The first graph it is showing a good response. The second graph it is showing a good response. The third graph it is showing a good response. The fourth graph it is showing a good response. The fifth graph it is showing a good response. The sixth graph it is showing a good response. The seventh graph it is showing a good response. Now uses a technology called stem cell technology. Here you can see, for example, the blood sample. This blood sample with the help grow brain cells. Then these brain cells, after they are
Kumar sir, Kumar sir, your voice is not audible. Kumar sir, your voice is not audible. Hello? Hello?
hello, sir. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir,
Okay.
now it is audible, sir.
So you can see with the help of AI, we have something called personalized medicine. The left side picture shows that one drug you give for all the patients. Patients come with same problem, you give same drug to different group of patients. You can see the left side, we have three graphs. The first drug given to the individual is showing a good response. The same drug is given to a different individual is showing only a medium response. The same drug you give another different individual, third individual, there is no response at all. So here, a single drug to different class of patients is not at all a good concept. Now you can see in the right side, we have something called personalized medicine. The right side also down part of the right side, we have three graphs. Here you can see the first graph it is showing a good response. The second graph it is also showing a good response. The third graph is also good response. It means that patients are different and the drugs are also different. Say for an example, we take analysis. The first patient The purple color patient is given an analgesic diclofenac because the diclofenac fits to that patient. Tramadol doesn't work. The second patient, you can see you're given a capsule, a blue and white, blue combined with a white capsule. A tramadol is given. The patient is being shown a good response. Now you can see the third patient, a tablet, a combination of what to say, green and white. This is consider this as a, I mean, naproxen or any other NSAID. It is also showing a good response. It means that for each patient with same complaints, but a different class of drug is given. Why a different class of drug is given? Because AI is telling that, artificial intelligence is telling that this particular drug suits to this body, this particular drug suits to this person. So that is the reason different drugs are given even when patients come with the similar complaints. Now you can see all the three graph on the right side. There's a good response from the drugs that they have taken. But on the left side, the three graph, there's a good response for the curve one. They are exposed to medium response for the curve one. There's medium response for the curve. So this is the problem with the individual. This is the problem with the one size fits all medicine. There's no response to the curve medicine. Individual treatment. That's we call it as personalized medicine. So this is the side we have individual treatment. So in future, Baburaju may have fever and I Baburaju may be given Meftal, I may Nimesulide, I may be given paracetamol because I have fever. Baburaju may be will fit nimesulide. My body is going to fit paracetamol. That is called personalized medicine. In future, Baburaju will get stomach pain. He may be given diclofenac. I may be given Buscopan. Both are different drugs but same complaints. So this is called personalized medicine. Why Baburaju is given only that medicine? Because of the help of AI is telling that Baburaju's sir's genetical body makeup is compatible for that drug only. So you have to give that particular analysis only. My body is compatible with that particular drug only. So I have to be given a different analysis. So this we call it as personalized medicine. With the help of AI, it is the new technology that's happening. So as I already told you, collect blood sample. The blood sample is collected from the blood sample with the use of stem cell technology. Brain cells are grown. The brain cells that are grown artificially are exposed to different class of antidepressants. Once drugs are exposed to neurons, they look for the changes in the brain's neurons. So here you can say that the AI technology can then process this information along with the patient's medical history and genetic data to figure out best medicine and its dose. The AI will tell that which is the best medicine for that particular individual, which is the best dose for that particular individual. In other words, AI can work out to figure out which is the best, what's called personalized medicine. Next comes the natural language processing. We already know that NLP is called natural language. From the blood sample, the use of natural language processing is a part of artificial intelligence and deep machine learning. You can see the picture here. You might be seeing that, language processing, learning. You can see the picture here. Natural language processing is a part of machine learning. It's a part of. It's a part of. It's a part of.
Yeah, some sound is coming.
Machine learning and natural language processing is the next concept. Machine learning technology and natural language processing. Now now the machines are becoming more smarter, outsmarter, or machines are outsmarting the humans. So machines are becoming more able to understand and interpret human language. You know that once you speak something, the machine is able to understand, it is able to reciprocate also. You might have seen robots. You talk something, they are able to process your words, and then they are able to reply you. See, you can see here. So this we call it as human. The human is there. NLP is called natural language processing. You talk something, the machine is going to split your words. Now the machine is going to split your sentences into words, phrases, nouns, verbs, and pronouns. That is what there are so many small pieces fitted into that, fitted into that whole what to say lot, the big one. That is how it is fitted into the big one. You can see it is making your sentences to break into small idioms, phrases, and small words, and then it processes that, and then it to the reply. Now you can see machine learning technology and NLP. Machines are becoming more able to understand and interpret human language. But how? How do the machines are able to understand human language is what we all have to know. The human language that is spoken will be broken into smaller components such as words and phrases. It means that anything that we spoke will be broken into smaller pieces, the smaller complex words, pronouns, and verbs. And now these are being processed by using certain techniques and algorithms which are already present in AI. And finally, it is able to process your words, it is able to understand your words, and then it reciprocates, and then it gives the reply. So that is how we call machine learning technology NLP. So your natural language, any language that we speak, anything that we speak, it is being processed by the machine. It is being processed by the machine because of the artificial technology installed in it. It processes and it gives you a reply also. Whenever we go to international hospitals, it is usually the what to say. It is usually the nurse, or it is usually the security who greets us. But now it is not like that. Whenever you go to a lot of big shopping malls, or whenever you go to a big restaurants, you give one command to a robot, it will understand and it will do the work. How it is able to understand anything that you speak, that will be broken down to small components, and those small components will be again constructed and will be able to understand, and then it gives you a reply, or it will do the work that you did. It will do the work that you instruct the robot. So this is how it is able to process that, because of the neural scheme, neural network algorithms that are inserted into that robot as a part of AI. So here, this is how AI is replacing humans slowly. Definitely, human AI after a certain period of time, it can be a threat to the human race, but we have to make sure that it should not overtake the humans. Next comes the telemedicine solutions. The telemedicine solutions with the technology, or with the AI, with the technology, artificial intelligence, the telemedicine solutions can be are being very hot topic in the COVID-19. So whenever there's COVID-19 in the hospitals, we don't have bed, or we don't have enough beds. We don't have enough bed numbers in the hospital. So what happened is the doctors used to take home isolation. The doctors used to ask be in the home separately in a separate room. So that's called home isolation. The home isolation, with the help of telemedicine solutions, the doctors are able to monitor home isolation patients. The doctors are able to monitor home isolation patients, and post discharge, even after discharge also, what happened is, um, following discharge, patients should be monitored for the post-discharge care, and even that kind of post-discharge care is also being done with the help of telemedicine. And the telemedicine is also helpful to clear all sort of medication queries of the patients. So this is how telemedicine solutions are being powered with the help of AI. I don't know why this is not playing. Next comes the recent pharmaceutical trends. Uh, of all the pharmaceutical trends that have been seen so far, because India is a diabetic country. There is one blockbuster drug that is being used for the treatment of diabetes and obesity also. We call it as semaglutide. Even in the pharmacology textbooks, the mechanism of action of this particular drug is not well established or well explained. So it is a broad.
Sir.
Hello, all of you. Today we had a very good session by Mr. Renny Kumar regarding use of AI, how AI is used for diagnosis of CT scans, how it is used for giving personalized medicine, how it is used for this giving personalized medicine using the genetic technology, and how it is used for fixing the doctor appointments using electronic medical records and all things. Actually, he had given very view of the latest thing regarding the AI in healthcare, how to use it in clinical trials, how to use it in other aspects. And we are very much delighted to have a speaker like Mr. Renny Kumar. And in future also, we'd like to welcome him for such more such sessions. And we welcome other people who are also interested to give sessions like this. So please give your information if you are interested to give a session. And that's all from our side. Thank you very much. For today, we are closing the session and we posted a feedback link. Please fill that link so that we can give the certificates online. Okay.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, the videos that are being displayed are not able to being what is it played. I will send it to Babraj sir. Babraj sir can share it to the people.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Yes,
Please
sir.
send it to Bapraj Garu so that we can share it with the participants.
Okay. There is some technical glitch. I regret for the inconvenience.
That will happen, sir. That will happen. But the rest of it, very enriching session. Actually, whatever latest happened, we have given a brief overview. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining in the meeting. Hereby I'm ending the section. The feedback link is posted in the chat box. I will request to fill that feedback. And then the certificate will be distributed within a 1 week to 10 days. So don't be tense and don't send any message in the group. We'll take time to, the Sankratri holidays are coming. That's why we'll give the certificates within a 7 to 10 days. Thank you all. Thank you for joining in the meet.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Babraj sir.
Thank you, Kumar sir. Today is the last day of FDK and thank you all. Hereby ending the session. Thank you so much.